Hello everyone and welcome to day 6. I forgot to turn on my microphone, and so I'm dubbing over this. Yeah, I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. What can I do? And so this is one of the more competent defenses that I ran into this week. Brought Yuri and Seliph as usual. I was hoping that Yuri could kill the Felix, and thankfully he can. And so now it's just a matter of killing him and retreating. I noticed that the team didn't have Kanto control, but there is a catapult in lane 4 where my safety fence is, so I needed to find a way to take that out. So I'm thinking that Seliph can probably do it if I attack the structures with air and dagger. And I spent time trying to figure out whether that would be better to attack the cupcake with air or peony, and I decide on air. I'm thinking about the next turn where I'm hoping I can take out Triandra.
Where to, friend?
The glimmer of life.
Right, boss?
And that's me putting my plan in action. Worked out. Thinking about Emblem's range.
Ready.
I won't disappoint.
Able to take Triandra out with no issue.
This way.
Retreating to safety. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to attack
Of course.
Katria with Seliph, but I noticed that, of course, the Arden has near save, and so he attacks into him instead. And so Katria's triangle attack will still be in effect on the next turn, and so I'm worried about whether I will be able to retreat safely.
Together.
But I end up going for it.
If you say so.
Where
I
to, friend?
draw Anna back just in case. Yeah, I couldn't figure out where to put Yuri because the tree tile just makes movement a little more complicated.
This will be fun.
Unfortunately, Yuri can't kill Embla,
I won't disappoint.
and he can't even double Katria here, which is surprising to me because Katria is not even merged.
As ordered.
Death's caress.
Do that so that I can get Seliph into range. And I have him kill Katria. Thankfully, he's able to retreat to safety. So Yuri can barely misses the kill here. So my thinking is that if I get Dagger closer to Yuri, because she has a love candelabra, then maybe his attack will be enough to kill Embla.
Where to, friend?
But of course, Embla's severance is in effect, so Dagger's support isn't factoring in at all here. But thankfully it was a rather safe move to do because I can just reposition Dagger.
Yes.
Where to, friend? Of course.
And there's not really any movement skills after I take Katria out, so thankfully reposition was on Yoon, so she
I won't disappoint. As ordered.
repositioned Leaf out of threat range.
Maybe.
I'm trying to figure out here why Peony can't double the Embla. And it takes me quite a while to get through all this because it's a lot of text, and it's just how all the perfs in Fae are now. Oh boy, it's so long.
The glimmer of life.
Together.
For whatever reason, Seliph can get the kill there. I think it's because of the Clash skill and the solo skill.
Ready. Yes.
And in that tile, both the conditions were met.
Maybe this the glimmer of life. Onward. Yes. Right, boss.
I'm trying to think here whether whether I can trap Leaf or not with Seliph and 2 other units, but I decide against it.
Ready.
As ordered.
Let's go.
Where to, friend?
And then I take the tiles out with Yuri. Thankfully, since Leaf is the only unit left, I don't have to worry about Kanto control. And I take out the other bot, and that's a wrap.
Onward.
Together.
I always want to see if I can get a kill with Anna, but no dice. And I actually do another match here because I have all of my ladders still. And this is also a competent defense. Now Hardy Fighter only activates at the start of the enemy's turn 1, so if I take them out on turn 1, then Hardy Fighter doesn't activate. And so I notice that this Hector has near save, which makes me hesitant to field Seliph, because I don't know that Seliph is able to kill that Hector.
We will triumph.
But I opt to bring him anyway. And so the goal here is to take out the Grima on turn 1. And thankfully this map is set up in a way where I can give Yuri additional support if needed. Because I can put the dagger safely near Yuri, and I can use Smite with air to activate attack Death Link.
Right, boss.
Where to, friend?
Yes.
This will be fun.
And that's enough to get the kill. And thankfully Kanto control didn't activate, but I don't think it would have mattered. So here I am noticing that Emblem's range is actually going to be extended by 1, so Dagger and Yuri are not really in safe spots right now. So I get them out to safety.
Yes.
Where to,
And now I am positioned to kill Note. I do so. Now I'm thinking, how far do I need to move back to get everyone to safety so that they don't die? And I'm a little concerned because I think Joshua has the potential to move 3 spaces. But I'm not overly concerned because I think the chances of that happening are unlikely. I end up thinking that Joshua's probably just going to move 2 spaces and then get refreshed by Eldigan and then move another 2 spaces.
Death's caress.
But Joshua is able to move 3 spaces and kill Yuri, so generally if I only have 1 death, I don't use a ladder, but since I have all of my ladders and since it's almost the end of the week, I opt to do so. So this is another save ball with Gatria. And I note here that can't really bring Yuri because Yuri can't kill Duma because Duma uncharges lethality. And again, I note that Hardy Fighter only activates at the start of the enemy turn, so I'm thinking that I want to initiate with Seliph on turn 1 so that I take out Grima before she becomes a problem. Then I'm figuring out a way to retreat back to safety because Kanto control is on this team. Strangely, this Gatria doesn't even have a B skill. Setting up everyone in a way that I can get Seliph at least a little more support if needed. Consider putting Dagger there because she has Pathfinder, but I opt to put Seliph there because I think the positioning works out better. Because I want Peony to be able to be repositioned onto Seliph's tile to give additional attack if needed.
Of course.
But Seliph can kill Grima without much issue. Oh, right. Yeah, I also had Peony there so that she could do that. So that air could smite her onto the trap tile so that I wouldn't have to worry about it activating. And I could get everyone to safety.
Onward.
Yeah, I have to figure out whether Anna's in a safe position to attack the Dark Shrine, and I end up going for it.
Your orders?
Then I have to figure out whether I want to attack Duma and then follow up with Peony. The concern being that Katria and Crom are still going to be alive, and Kanto control is also going to be in effect, so I decide to just attack the Duma with Seliph and then retreat.
Together.
And I'm a little concerned that what happens in the last match will happen again, and
This way.
they'll be able to reach me even though I'm retreating.
Of course.
Especially since they're still going to have their dancer.
If you say so.
Your orders?
But I do my best and get everyone as far away as possible.
The glimmer of life.
Thankfully, they do not reach me on this turn.
Message received. I'll handle this.
I'll be able to take out both Katria and Brahmamontier.
Good morning.
And then I attempt to retreat again. Hoping that I am far enough away that I don't get counterattacked.
Ready.
I note that Medius is probably going to reach Crom here, and that's probably okay because Crom does have the null follow-up effect from Seliph, I believe. I do worry that Crom might be able to reach as well, but I decide that's probably not going to happen.
Message received.
I believe Crom is just going to be one space away from the enemy Crom's range.
Yes.
And here I try to figure out whether I can get Anna to get closer to Crom, so that Crom can benefit from her Love Candelabra and double drive attack.
Onward. If you say so. Yes. Let's go.
I end up figuring out if I can move air to the right of Anna, then I can put Dagger into the position where air is now.
Yes.
And Crom is able to kill Medius without much issue. I don't think Anna really played much of a role there. She did allow him to one-shot Medius, but I think Crom would have doubled anyway. So, and it's just a matter of
Yes.
getting the bots.
Handle this.
Let's go. The glimmer of life.
And I really only have to take out one pot here because I don't think I missed a pot at any other point during this week. But I do end up going for the corner pot anyway.
Received.
Onward.
Of course.
Death's caress.
Unfortunately, that trap tile was the real one.
Yes.
Thankfully, I can get out of Peony's range. Thankfully, she doesn't block the way to the pot.
Together.
Maybe
Of course.
this way. Let's go.
And then Anna gets the kill. Then we check the defense replays. The defense that the team that matched into my defense was under a lift loss control, so that's good. Because this was just a complete massacre. I note here that this Freya has arcane nihility, or nihility, and I just thought that was funny because Freya's getting her refine literally now, so that was a curious investment. I also note that this peony is an Forma peony, which means that she was purchased with an Otherworld bond. And those things are not cheap. Curiously, they gamble the trap there. And I decide I definitely don't want to do the rematch because that Fallen Maria just is a bad sign. And then we do war summons. Obviously I go red, so. I note here that Ogma is a character that I used in Shadow Dragon because I checked my copy on the DS and I noticed that Ogma was one of the 5 characters that I built up for, I guess, that game's version of Summoner Duels. but that like completely escaped my memory, so I never bothered building Ogma in this game. I go colorless here for Ash. And this one I go for Lysithea. And I believe this is around where I realized that it was not, that the microphone was not on. I keep wanting to say that the microphone wasn't recording, but it was recording, it just wasn't on. It was muted. Okay, so this is the point where I remembered to start recording. I was recording, but my microphone was off. I usually test the microphone to see that it's working. This time I did not do that, and it also happened to be that I also forgot to turn the microphone on, so I'm not happy that I forgot to do both of those things. Alright, this one... I think I'd better go Ophelia first. I have Fiora listed, well, no, Flora listed first. But I think it's better to go for Ophelia, because I'm just not going to use Flora ever, so... Oh my gosh, wow. It was the right call. I actually have a merge for Breverica. That's amazing. And the seasonal banner. Green as usual. Oh, another Leaf. Wow. You know, she's actually the latest released seasonal on this group. And she just got to refine a couple, I don't know if it was last month or the month before, probably a couple months before. But she's probably still speed to fodder to me, just because the other green beast cavalries we have are Caden, Yarn, and Ranulf, and I like all of them way more, so. Well, I hope I do a good job dubbing over the matches. Sorry about that. But thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for the last day. Bye-bye.